Right, I've just watched Mini Warzone's paint and chat video whilst I've been painting my wall walkers, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much that I thought I would have a go at recording my own one. So yeah, just thought I'd experiment. So I've just spent about 2 hours edge highlighting the actual wall walkers themselves. So I've finished all three purple layers on this now, so this is ready for the glaze, and I'm just going in with the last highlight now, just on everything else. So I thought I'd just have a go at paint and chat, really, I suppose. Now, it's fair to say that I don't normally talk too much whilst painting, so if I start stop talking, it's because I'm concentrating, and I may not even be able to do this on the camera. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I'm just sort of experimenting. So I did really enjoy Pete's video. He was actually building one of his space wolves on his video today. Quite a few people do like chill and paints. I've noticed is Jamjar34. He always does a good show as well. But I just find it really useful to just like have it on in the background. I mean, assuming I don't have any other videos to watch, you know, I make sure I've got my videos like in the system or watched, which I currently have, which is useful. So I'm just going in now with like a highlight of Warlock Purple and Devon Stone. And now this is the first time I've moved away from my standard brush, what's it called, Artificer layer, and I've gone to my 000 brush for this particular layer. Just trying out that Games Workshop brush. I do normally use the Winsor & Newton, but I thought I would have a go at the GW one and just, you know, experience it for myself. I mean, so far it's going pretty well. I've painted up a whole unit of space rules with them, and obviously I've been doing these wall walkers with them as well. And so far, the brush is still in tip-top condition, which is good to see. I mean, the old brush would have been knackered by now. You know, I would have put it in the bin by now. So yeah, I like to do this little final edge highlight on my purple, and then, like I said, I glaze everything over because I don't know, the edge highlights on the purple that I'm using always look a bit stark, and I find that the glaze just dulls everything down as such, and just almost blends the highlights together. So I don't normally glaze stuff down, it just happens to be how I do my purple. So I did that hangout yesterday. Well, probably the first 10-15 minutes were pretty good because I was actually talking. Towards the end I was just trying to work out how to use the thing, but I've worked out why I was having issues with the comments and stuff. It's because what I did is first of all, I didn't plan on doing the hangout. I literally just saw the hangout there and I thought, I'm going to do it, and I just did it. But what I did is I activated the hangout on Google Plus rather than excuse me, rather than going into the YouTube setting and activating it via YouTube, where you can obviously basically change the settings for that particular hangout before you go on air. When you go to Google Plus and then you do the hangout, it's almost like it's got auto settings, and then you can't really change it. Now, the hangout didn't end very well because I lost connection and just died, so that was a shame. But thank you to everyone who watched that video, and especially to Clayton who joined in the actual chat. I'm hoping to do another one at some point. The main reason why I did it yesterday was because obviously I was off because I had that bad, I hurt my shoulder. So it was like an extra day off, and usually on my days off I'm really busy and I just don't get like that extra time to do stuff. But where it was like an additional day off, I didn't have to worry about that, so that's why I had to go. This layer is a lot quicker than the very first layer. Was the real time consuming one. The second layer wasn't too bad. I think the first layer, the first highlight, bearing in mind that I was also going back over with Warlock Purple, not Warlock Purple, with Light Purple over the washed areas. So that took me about 15 hours to get the first coat of highlights down. The second coat of highlights, which was just Warlock Purple, that took me about 6 or 7 hours, so a bit quicker. And then this highlight, well, I just did all 3 legs, and that took me 2 hours. So I reckon this is probably going to take me, I don't know, probably 5 hours altogether, maybe a bit longer. I'm not quite sure. It's difficult to tell because obviously you've got all those gun options. When I get to the guns, and I've painted a few of them, I'll be able to work out how long it's going to take me. But I'd imagine each gun probably only be 5 minutes just to do this extra little highlight. It's not all over the purple, it's only in certain areas. So Gamza, he put out a video today about doing a March challenge, just to continue the New Year challenge that I did. It's a fantastic idea. Obviously I do my terrain square competition in March, so I'm not going to be able to enter that. I'll just obviously have to skip it this time, but good luck with that, Gamza. It's a good idea. I'm sure you'll get people joining in. And where I mix up my final highlight, so rather than having that one pure colour, it's mixed with Warlock Purple and then a bit of Devon Stone in it. What I find is when it's on my wet palettes, the colour tends to change. So although I keep mixing it together and stirring it, I notice as I put it down, the colour almost changes. Like sometimes it's a bit more pinky, sometimes it's a bit more lighter pink, darker pinks. But it works really well because once I've glazed it over with the light purple glaze that I do, and it brings all those highlights together, it's actually quite nice having all the different variations of highlights. So it actually gives it like an extra dimension, because I mean, you know, in real life all the highlights are going to be different intensities as anyway. It's going a bit quicker than I thought, actually. Maybe it's because I'm talking, so distracting on how long it's taking me, don't know. Now I'm just using my laptop for this rather than my camera because it's just easier. The camera, obviously, the actual SLR has a few limitations in that it obviously relies on battery power, so I'm limited on like an hour and a half probably of recording with one battery. But not only that, you can only record half an hour of continuous footage on the SLR. It's not because the SLRs aren't capable of doing more. It's just that if they let you record over half an hour, it's classed as a camcorder, and camcorders have different import tax to just a normal camera. It's a higher import tax, so basically it would make them more expensive if they made them continuous recording, and that is why they're capped. Now the manufacturers would have you believe that it's because the sensors overheat and that's why, but it's not. It's not that at all. It's to keep the cost down. You can still use an SLR and record longer, but what you need to do is do like you have to export the footage directly to like an external recorder. So rather than recording on the internal memory, you have to plug in an external recorder and record onto that. So there is a way around it, but I don't have that set up, obviously. So I'm just using the laptop, which I know obviously the camera isn't as good. It sounds pretty good actually on this laptop. In actual fact, I don't know if you remember my very first video that I recorded with the laptop, which was actually the tactical video for when I played Ace. Not the last game that I just played in, the game before that, and the sound was rubbish. And I think the reason was I actually plugged in my external microphone into the laptop, and it made it worse. When I just used the normal built-in microphone, it's actually pretty decent. Image quality is not too bad. I mean, it doesn't really matter on these videos anyway, because I mean it's a paint along, so you know you're going to be painting hopefully or building something. I very, very much doubt you're going to be looking at the screen continuously on this video. So I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to put this up. I'll probably put it up maybe like I don't know, what, a day before I do the update on the Eldar. Probably, I'm not sure. But yeah, I've got a battle report going up tomorrow, which you probably would have already seen now. But that is me playing my Eldar 500 points against my son's Dark Angels. It was a real fun game. I really enjoyed it. 500 points. Good thing about small games is there's almost like no pressure to win. I mean, well, you know what I mean. I mean, there's never pressure to win, but you know, it's like, I think with a smaller game you can have a lot of fun regardless of what happens on the table. Do you get what I mean? You can take silly stuff as well on the table, and it doesn't matter. Who cares? Especially three-way games as well. You know, we always take stupid stuff on there, stuff you'd never take in a normal game, just because it's fun. So you can probably see I'm not painting at my hobby table, which, to be fair, I don't very often paint actually at the hobby table. I usually sit in the front room on the sofa. Now, I know that's not great for your back, but I don't tend to get any back issues, so I continue to paint here. It's more comfortable. It means I can have the telly on if I want the telly on, although to be fair I don't. I tend to just have YouTube on, but I just find it more comfortable. Right, that's one down. Looking pretty good. Take that off. Next one. So I have my coffee. Actually, I'll need to use the other arm. I can't actually drink with my left arm. Can't lift it up at the moment. Yeah, the doctor. I went to the doctor. He did a full examination. I haven't dislocated it or anything. All I've done is basically pulled it somehow. So he reckons it's going to be 2 to 4 weeks to heal. He said a couple of weeks it should be a lot easier, but probably 4 weeks before it's fully healed. He did mention... No, is that recording? Right, okay, so that was really annoying. What happened was the screen went blank, and I decided that what happened was it went to like sleep or something and stopped recording. So what I did, I went in, I changed the sleep setting to sleep like after 5 hours or something, and then I went in and did some more recording. So I've just recorded about half an hour's worth of stuff, and then the screen went blank again just a second ago, and when I opened it up it hadn't recorded that last half an hour that I've just rambled on about. I don't know why, but I've had another go. I don't know why it went black again, the computer, even though I've got it set to sleep like 5 hours. So I don't know what's going on there. Either way, since you saw me last time, I've now almost finished the second top canopy. Just doing the last little bits now. So I've just been rambling, and I can't even remember what I was rambling about, so that was almost a waste of time. Well, it was a waste of time. So what did I talk about? Yes, talked about the space wolves. So let's have another chat about those. So yeah, I mentioned it in my live video yesterday that I don't really like the models. The models, I mean, the rules are fantastic. The models have got a lot to be desired. I mean, good on GW for having a go, but they don't float my boat at all. I think it's because obviously I'm used to the original Wolven. I just don't like their feet. Their feet, for me, they're just like chicken legs. And it is difficult to judge just from a picture, I suppose, so hopefully they will be better in the real. But that's my initial thought anyway on them. I really don't like them. So yeah, I just had a chat about a video that I saw, which I still can't remember what the name is. I think it was a Q&A video of someone's. One of the questions was, what are your hobby ambitions for the year? And whoever answered it, so I made a big list of everything that they wanted to achieve for that year. And it got me thinking about me and what I want to achieve. Because generally, got hair coming out here. Generally, I don't plan too far ahead. I tend to paint what I want to paint. I might have 1 or 2 units that I know I'm going to definitely paint at some point, and I do plan for the next unit as such. It's like at the moment, obviously I'm painting these, but I've been preparing the Tesseract Vault, which is all magnetised, and then after that I'm going to do the monolith, because at some point this year I'm definitely going to paint those, because I want to obviously play them. And I'll probably use the Warbus Tay painting challenge to paint those. And then of course Space Wolves, I do want to get my heavy supports done this year at some point, because I am going to be playing Aceface in a friendly game, and I'm going to need some missile launchers, because you know, otherwise I'll have no long range tank popping abilities. So I want to get those done. And then there's the terrain square competition. Of course, I'm going to be making a piece of terrain. But that's about it. That's how far forward I've thought. The warp spiders, I've been put off painting those totally, to be honest. After all that disaster that I had, I will paint them, but I just don't know whether that is on the cards for this year or not. Right, that's that one done. So you've literally just missed the whole of me painting that one canopy. So this is the last canopy now. So I really need to sort out how I'm going to do this if I do this again with this laptop thing, because I just pressed the button on the laptop to basically stop it sleeping, and then it stopped the recording. So that's not going to help either. I thought that might work. Don't know why it's going, why it went blank when I just set it to 5 hours. That's weird. So I just had to do another clip. I'm going to be slightly concerned how long this video is going to take to upload, because it's obviously going to be quite a long video. So subscribers, I just generally have a little chit chat sometimes about subscribers. So my subscribers at the moment, I think I'm on 4,432. Not that I'm keeping track, which is just awesome. Thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. I really hope you're enjoying my content. I'm experimenting a bit at the moment with a few ideas, like this video and like the hangout and stuff. You'll notice that my videos tend to be a lot of different variations, lots of stuff going on. Try to keep a nice variety, and I generally upload almost every day. Sometimes I will skip a Wednesday and a Friday uploading, and the reason for that is because those are my days off, and those are the days that I do all my painting and stuff, and I find that I just get really interrupted with like loads of comments on my videos and stuff, and I always like to reply straight away, or at least as quick as I can. So it's nice not having to have the pressure of having videos going up as such. So sometimes I will skip it on those days. Also, it gives me time to catch up on my videos. Making my videos. I don't make videos just for the sake of making them. Always make sure I've got a reason to make a video. I mean, you don't want to see videos of nothing, do you? So obviously I'm watching those subscribers go up and thinking about getting to 5,000 subscribers, and obviously having a giveaway. I have the idea for the giveaway already. I'm not going to say what it is, but it will be fun as always. I believe that when I get to 5,000 subscribers, it unlocks a few features on YouTube. One feature which I know it unlocks is like a collaboration, where you can tag in another channel. So that sounds interesting. So for example, if I do a video like a battle report with Aceface, I can actually tag him in as a contributor or something. Not sure how or why it works. I assume it helps with the searches and stuff. That's one feature that I know about that's extra. I'm assuming there's more. Don't know if the amount of subscribers that you've got changes anything in terms of like searches and recommended videos. I know that the more subs you have, the better chance of your comment being seen at the top of the video, someone's video. There's actually a setting in YouTube where you can go in and change how the comments are viewed on your channel. So you can actually say you want the person, I think you can say that the person who's got the most subscribers to go at the top, or the person who comments the most to go up on the top of your channel. There's actually a few settings, I don't know if you know that or not. It's worth checking out. But yeah, I don't know whether having more subs puts your videos up higher or not on the ratings. I've always said my channel is just about me and my hobby, and that's exactly what it's about. So I don't make videos for subs often. I do, to be fair, occasionally. Like for example, my magnetizing tutorial on the Tesseract Vault. The truth is, I'm making that to, attract YouTube searches and stuff. I'm very happy if it helps someone, because ultimately, that's what I want to do. But it's always good to have tutorials and stuff, because they do attract subscribers. If you look at my most popular videos, they're all tutorials and tactical videos and stuff. So I like throwing in a few of those now and again, but only if I have need to. I mean, my Tesseract Vault magnetizing tutorial is, it's an old model now, effectively. It's not exactly a new model, and ideally, what you want to do, if you're just going for subscribers, what I should have done was bought that model and done the magnetizing tutorial as soon as the model came out, getting quick and early. But the only reason why I've done the tutorial is because I've got the model. I didn't buy the model for the tutorial, I made the model for me. So there's a big difference between a channel that's out to get subscribers and a channel that's just out for themselves as such, just sharing their hobby. Tutorials and stuff do always do so well. I mean, look at Commissar Gamza. Another one done, excellent. Yeah, look at Gamza. His tutorials have gone up. His subscribers have gone up really, really well lately. I mean, he was on about 300 subscribers less than me. More than me. When I was on about 3,000 subscribers, he was on about 3,300. Now I'm on 4,300 and he's on nearly 9,000 subscribers. And I think he's had a massive influx from his Trash Terrain series. I mean, good on him, it's worked really well for him. And I know... Okay, so the screen just went black. You already saw the little cut there. What I did, I turned it back on again by touching the keypad. And of course, what happens is when I touch the keypad, it stops recording, because it says, it thinks you've stopped, so it says, do you want to save it? So I'm just blending in this purple at the top there. So it says, you sure you want to stop recording? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on here. Now when the screen goes blank again, I'm not going to touch it, which means that it's either going to stop recording or it's going to carry on recording. So if it just stops suddenly, you'll know why. It's because it's gone blank and I've carried on painting and talking and it stopped recording. Hopefully, even though the screen's gone blank, it will continue to record. Because otherwise, this is going to be really tough making these videos if the stupid thing keeps turning off. I might as well get my SLR out. Okay, so that is a little comment or something come through. I'm going to have a look at that in a second. Right, let's have a look at that comment potentially coming through. Oh, funny enough, here we go. Pete has just replied to my comment on his video that's inspired me to make this video. How uncanny is that? I said I really enjoyed painting along to this video, and thanks for the shout out, because he did a little shout out for me. So anytime, glad you enjoyed it. So I certainly did, Pete, and it even inspired me to make my own video. Right, we are on to the canopies now. So I'm just imagining these, because the canopies are going to be in this angle, so I'm just going to imagine them in this angle and where the light would hit, so which obviously is going to hit the top here. And then coming down the edge. In terms of the canopies, obviously I paint mine and the man inside or behind the canopy, which I like it a lot. It's quite interesting because Clayton put up one of his videos recently, and he said basically that having the man inside see through that canopy was a bit old fashioned now. Basically that's what he was saying. And I suppose he is right, to be fair, especially with all these airbrushes and stuff. Being able to do decent canopies that aren't see-through is very doable. But I do like the man. But what I am going to do is I'm not going to have the man visible on my dark Eldar, because I think the dark Eldar would be much more suited to having the screen blacked out than Eldar. So I am going to black out my dark Eldar canopies, but not these ones. So yeah, unusually you've got to paint the inside of this canopy because it's like this open position. None of the other canopies are open, they're all closed. So what I've done is I've highlighted the edge. I haven't highlighted right inside because I don't think that'll be needed or seen. One done. Obviously you can't glue these in until you've totally finished and varnished them. You don't want to put varnish onto the plastic. I'll go in and manually varnish these with a little brush. I varnish my Eldar with satin varnish, because I think Eldar are probably one of the very few armies that can get away with like a shiny finish. And I think it just suits their like wraithbone sort of finish. I like it on them. Actually, I use satin on my Necrons as well. Bit of a satin boy, aren't I? But not my Space Wolves. Or my Dark Eldar, probably not. No, I don't think so. Good thing about satin finish as well, it tends to go on almost thicker. I think it's more protective than the matte finish. Don't know, matte finish doesn't really tend to protect it that much, I don't think. Oh, that's a bit thick. Okay, take that off. There you go. Really enjoyed playing my Crimson Hunter the other week. I played my Sum. Wow, that's got fantastic movement on it. First time I played it, I came on the board and then it got destroyed the next turn. But when I played my son, I managed to keep it alive all game, and it's really, really awesome. Number 2. Some coffee, I think. Yeah, I'm a bit of a coffee drinker. Pretty much don't drink anything else apart from coffee, which I know is not good for you. I don't like water. Just don't, the taste of it just really, really boring. My wife drinks a lot of water, and then she's from Indonesia, and of course out there it's 36 degrees all day, every day. So, you know, she's used to drinking water. What is really amazing is just like that they don't have any seasons so much. I mean, they do have they do have a rainy season, but there's no like winter or spring. You know, it's basically most of the time it's the sunny season, and then they get like I think they have like 2 months when it's like the rainy season. It rains, but even the rainy season's fine because it's still hot. It's still 36 degrees, even though it's raining. And they have no sort of different days. The sun sets, it's like 6 o'clock every day, all year round. Not like here where it's like, oh, one day it's 9 o'clock, and then like another time of the year it sets at like 4 o'clock. 6 o'clock every day. Again, I've gone a bit thick on that bottom bit. Right, I've just noticed that the screen has gone black. It seems like it's about every 10 minutes it goes black. I'm going to have to look at the settings and see what's going on with that. Now, I don't know if it's recording or not. The hard drive has stopped flashing blue, which suggests it's not recording. Now I'm going to just finish this canopy and then I'm going to check if it's recorded or not, and if not I'm just going to give up. I'm going to have to get one of my boffin colleagues at work who know all about computers to have a look at it for me, see if they can see if I can change the setting. Okay, so that was interesting. Even though the screen went blank, it did actually carry on recording. So next time, if it goes blank, I'm just going to leave it basically and just carry on chatting Right, okay, so I think that's it for today. I've finished all of the canopies and basically the sections, all the sections on the right hand side of my table. So now all I've got to do is the guns, which I am going to continue painting today. But I'm going to cut the video here because I don't know how well it's come out and how much you're going to enjoy it. So I won't go on for like hours and hours. But if you did enjoy it, please let me know, because I might have another go at doing one of these because it's been fun. Okay, that's it from me. Thanks for watching.